Clients sometimes get the impression that I am super disciplined with my food. I used to be, but it made me insane. I don't weigh, measure, or log everything I eat anymore, but I used to. And doing so in the past gave me a general idea of the nutritional content and calorie density of various foods, which is still useful. Therefore, I recommend that my clients log their food and beverage consumption using a fitness tracker for a while so that they can develop awareness and to be honest and meticulous about it. That way they have a database in their head that helps them make better decisions on the fly even when they aren't tracking their food. Now, here's the truth. I have no self-control. Really, if there was a box of Girl Scout cookies here on this table, they'd be gone in less than a day. If you look through my refrigerator and cupboards, there isn't a whole lot of calorie-dense, low-nutrient foods because if there was, I already ate all of it. I can't rely on self-control. I use the little self-control I do have to implement routines and environments that make self-control largely unnecessary. I don't have the attitude that I'm an immovable rock that can resist temptation. I work under the assumption that I'm a 5-year-old that can't keep his hands out of the cookie jar, which is closer to the truth. Taking control of your life means having the humility to realize that you don't have control. I keep my meals very simple. For breakfast, I usually have a protein shake that I make by combining Muscle Milk 100, which is 100 calories per serving and 15 grams of protein, along with some xanthan gum as a thickening agent, and diluting it with Splenda for extra volume and sweetness. We keep bags of pre-made salad mix with pre-portioned dressing and toppings, and I always have a Tupperware container in the fridge that has chicken breast that's been boiled in an Instapot. I simply shred up the chicken and add it to the salad mix, and that's pretty much my lunch. You may hear that and think, gross, but it actually tastes pretty good. Other stuff I keep handy in my freezer are mixed frozen vegetables and a lot of chicken. I usually keep cottage cheese and blueberries because cottage cheese is delicious and relatively high in protein, and blueberries taste awesome and have a good micronutrient profile. In the evening, my meals can vary depending on what we have on hand. Sometimes it's ramen noodles with chicken mixed in, sometimes it's salmon, sometimes it's Brussels sprouts and ravioli. I really don't sweat it that much. I usually have another protein shake before bed, and if there are wheat thins lying around, I'm liable to eat the whole box, so my wife has to hide them. I have a bad habit of waking up at night and snacking, but I have learned to have fruit and Greek yogurt on hand so that I don't eat nachos instead. If you can't control your behavior, at least limit your options. I am far from perfect. I am just very active and limit the type of foods I have on hand so that I eat somewhat healthy. I've been down the rabbit hole of very restrictive and obsessive eating behaviors in the past, and I choose not to do that anymore, even if it means being at a higher body fat percentage than I would be if I was more meticulous.